Hello YouTube! Welcome to a very special episode. Today we are doing a sponsored tram ride and visiting every stop on the Metrolink network. Starting at my closest stop at the moment, East Didsbury. Peel Hall will be closer, but the line's not open yet and will be open in 2016. I took the first ever tram that left this station back in May last year. That was before I did YouTube though. Basically what we did, we woke up at like 5 in the morning and the first tram to leave East Didsbury, me and my dad were on it. So today I'm doing a charity project for Leket Israel, which you can find out more about in my blog. And I have raised a total of £203. And today we are doing the sponsored tram trip. So we want 2 day tickets, one for an adult, one for a child, which is £7, which is quite reasonable. There's the tram. We might get that, we might not. And I'm taking a picture of banknotes each stop. So I'll stop and take a picture of East Didsbury now. And here we bought the tram at East Didsbury. And the tram's almost empty.
Where do you want to sit?
Here, you can sit down, read a book, whatever. Look after my backpack.
Seat, just in case you want to do want to take a shot of it.
Okay. Yeah. Just took a snapshot of the tickets. You know, just as an extra. There's the Trans-Pennine Trail down there, which is another thing I did once. I cycled from my house in Hill Green to Dunamassy, which is like 13 miles or so. I did that with my friend. I was going to do this with my friend, but he pulled out, so I'm doing it with my parents, which is a pain. Oh well.
With my dear parents.
I mean, it's a pain that he pulled out.
Themselves.
I mean, it's a pain that he pulled out because I won't be able to see him, obviously. Didsbury Village. That's the next stop. Awkward silence. Bye. So we've now left East Didsbury and we're just on the crossover now. There's the terminus behind us and this is the railway bridge, which is the Manchester Airport / Style line up there. Yeah, I'm going slowly. As you can see there, so in that direction is Manchester Piccadilly, in the other direction Field Green. And Manchester Airport, etc, etc. Which reminds me that funny thing on the new electric First Trans-Pennine Expresses, more about that again on my blog, the announcement is really weird. It's like, welcome to this First Trans-Pennine Express service to Manchester Airport, calling at Hill Green and Manchester Airport. It's always very funny, because it just says Hill Green, really high-pitched. It's a glitch, obviously. God knows why. So yeah, we're heading down. This is actually a disused railway, closed under the Beeching Acts in the 1970s, and reopened very recently in May 2013, after a couple of years of reconstruction of the new Metrolink line. It's part of Phase 3, it's a big bang, a bunch of new Metrolink extensions. So this is not the newest. We have the Ashton line has already opened, and here's West Didsbury, which I need to take a shot of. No, Didsbury Village. Yeah, so that's Didsbury Village. I was just saying, new Metrolink extensions, though there are newer. Ashton and Oldham Town Centre recently opened, and we will see those later today. So actually, even though I know a lot about and do like the Metrolink, there are a lot of parts of it that I've never been on, including the Bury line north of Prestwich, the entire Ashton line, never been on it, Oldham Rochdale, never been on it, Eccles, never been on it, though I've seen it lots. So we always drive to Salford Quays, annoyingly enough. And then again, the position we're in makes the Metrolink not the most practical way to get to Salford Quays. There's another tram, which is Didsbury bound. So, and now we head down to West Didsbury. There's Wilson Road, which there are like 3 of around here. It's really confusing. Well, for some reason they never travel very fast on this line. It's quite a slow line. Oh well. Bye. It should. Hello and welcome back. So we're just leaving West Didsbury. I'm not going to film at every station because that would make it way too long. It's only supposed to be a 10-15 minute video. You've got to remember to open the doors because they don't open automatically. But I know this trick. If you press the button while the tram is moving, automatically opens the door at the next stop. So the next stop is Burton Road. Bye. Now we're at St Werburgh's Road Junction, where the airport line is taking shape down towards Peel Hall, which will be our local stop in 2016. We're now approaching St Werburgh's Road. And here it's Old Trafford Depot with T68s, T68As, T68Ms, and M5000s, which are all orange, have orange on for some reason. That's quite weird. And then on that side is the Altrincham bound line, which we will join in just a second. We actually are underneath it, which is quite weird. The line completely banks its way up. There's the side of the line. It's quite a weird arrangement. And then we'll arrive at Trafford Bar stop. See that? The line's completely bounced. Join the Altrincham bound line. There's the elongated platform of Trafford Bar. Yeah. We'll take a snapshot of that too. And we are now leaving Trafford Bar. The next stop is Cornbrook. Also meets the Eccles line and the Oxford main line. Huh? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Tunnel there. Oh god. I'm just testing out the Nokia Smart Cam on Burton, which is actually quite impressive. Cut back when we get to the Eccles line, Eccles branch where it's going to find one. And here is the Warrington main line. Again, the tracks are banked. This time we're both on the left side. And the Eccles line, south westbound, eastbound joins us here. The Eccles line westbound up there with the main line. Now we head up. Climb onto a hill. There's Cornbrook Canal there. Climb onto this little elevated ground here, which later becomes the viaduct. Wow. It's Castlefield Viaduct, and here's Cornbrook, which is a Metrolink only interchange, and the railway's down and the National Rail line is down here at 186. Hello and welcome back. So we've left Cornbrook, and there's the main line, which we will slightly separate with, and in just a second you can see the viaduct already there. We'll cross onto the viaduct in 3, 2, 1, and that's it, we're on the viaduct. So we're now on one of Manchester's most impressive viaducts. There are lots of them around here. Castlefield, there's of the Crescent there. There's another massive one at Stockport where the West Coast Main Line goes over the town centre. So that there is the oldest railway in the world. I think the tracks originally ran there, which was the Liverpool to Manchester Railway. But that bit is now abandoned, and it's ran into Liverpool Street, which is now the Museum of Science and Industry down there. And this line also later on ran into Manchester Central, which is also abandoned. There's the Altrincham and South Junction Railway, i.e. the Olmsted Main Line, as it is now because the Metrolink took over the Altrincham line. And they're doing something here. Basically that big building there is Manchester Central, which used to be one of Manchester's great termini, now closed. And there is Beacon Tower. There's Manchester Central, which is now a conference centre. In the 1980s was a dark, crumbling, decrepit, abandoned place that my dad remembers well. We now pass over this Metrolink built, slightly lower viaduct. As you can see, it's turquoise, which was the original Metrolink livery. They never bothered to repaint this particular bridge. And we now pass down onto street level, where we will arrive at St. Peter's Square. There are 3 viaducts over Castlefield. I never managed to match which one is which. That iron grill one might not be the original one. I can't remember. That's the bottom line. There's 3 of them, and each one is a different one. And then we approach St. Peter's Square. One's abandoned, one's met once. Where was I? So yeah. There's the Midland Hotel, which is Manchester's other impressive hotel, the 2 being the Hilton and Midland, 18 towers as an inn. And there is the Central Library, which has been closed for renovation for the past 4 years or so. And we're very excited to see what it is like when it opens in St. Peter's Square. And we're now at St. Peter's Square. We're officially at street level now, on the light rail sector, on Moseley Street, which housed another abandoned Metrolink stop. There are 2 of them in total. Woodlands Road, though Moseley Street is completely demolished and any trace of it has disappeared, but I can still show you where it is. There's the Manchester Art Gallery, where my mum has taken me many times. It's a nice place, interesting stuff in there. And now past Moseley Street, and I think just a bit further on, there's an Altrincham tram. Just down here is where the single way platform used to be. Not here, but when it sort of curves to when the other track curves to the right, there. That's where it was. That used to be Moseley Street stop. And we now enter Piccadilly Gardens, which is a place I know well. There. So that used to be a Metrolink stop, a single direction, southbound only. And there's the Manchester Eye, or it's technically the Manchester Wheel, but I call it the Manchester Eye because I think it sounds good. It's the London Eye, Manchester Eye, which was relocated from Exchange Square because of the new Metrolink line they're building there, the second city crossing, which coincides with the Victoria remodelling. That was a mouthful. So there's the junction off to Piccadilly. Again, we'll be visiting that later. And that junction there and the other one over there are not in use at the moment. Due to the remodelling of Victoria, the route has changed a bit and now there's no direct connection between Martha Street and Piccadilly Gardens. So that track is not used at all at the moment. And there's a Piccadilly bound tram. Wait, what? There you go, I just proved myself wrong, but there is... That's weird. Why is there a Piccadilly tram? What is going on? Yes, it's been there for like a month. I pass it every day, Mum. Bye. Okay, quick interview. interval. Just to say, the lines at Victoria, the blue line, which is buried to Ashton, got cut back to Abraham Moss, because there can only be 2 lines running through Victoria because it's a single track. But on a Sunday, it's the green line that gets the cut. So there is a Bury to Piccadilly service operating on a Sunday. This is much later, by the way, when I actually worked out why there were tons and tons of Piccadilly trams during the tram ride. Also, here's my London Underground themed t-shirt. It's actually a pyjama top. See? It's a tube map. Well, anyway, bye. So, just contradicting what I was saying before, a Piccadilly tram just appeared out of nowhere, which is really weird. I don't understand why. So we turn onto Market Street. We're on this section of the track that I literally go on every day, home from school. So I take the tram and not the bus because it's faster. 29 path, which is an electric First Transcontinental Express, arrives at Heel Green 20 minutes earlier than the bus. That was another mouthful. I'll explain everything. So, heading down Market Street. No, this is High Street, sorry. So we'll pass the Arndale and stop at Shoot Hill, which is now technically Victoria, as trams do not stop at Victoria because it is closed for remodelling, as I will explain in the interval which at the start, which I'll actually make later, weirdly enough. So I will take a snapshot of Victoria anyway because it's still on the network. It's just not used, as you can see at the moment. Shoot Hill ... Victoria. There's no trams call at Victoria, and there's Shoot Hill over there, which is also a bus interchange. Bye. Okay, so another quick interval. I'll just explain what is going on. So I've got the map here. You can see where there's a Market Street. There's no direct connection between Market Street and Piccadilly. This is because Victoria is now closed. So, and because it's a single track operating, only a certain amount of trams can go through at a time. So the light blue line is cut back to Abraham Moss, so it's now just a shuttle service in Bury and Abraham Moss. And the pink line has replaced the blue line between Piccadilly and Ashton, as you can see. So there's no connection between Market Street and Piccadilly, which means I have to walk it. More about that on my blog. But on a Sunday, it's the green line that only goes to Abraham Moss, and the blue line goes to Piccadilly. And Altrincham is only operated by Piccadilly to Altrincham lines, the yellow line. So I hope that cleared up a bit of confusion for you. This has literally only just happened about 3 or 4 weeks ago, so it takes a bit of getting used to, and it will unfortunately remain like this for the next 9 months. Again, more about that on my blog. You really ought to check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. So, yeah. Bye. So, we are now at Shoot Hill. The next stop will be Monsong, because we are not stopping Victoria, as I explained before. So Victoria is undergoing major changes, and there'll be a lovely glass bubble made on top, and we'll pass the scaffolding, which is even uglier than the original Victorian thing at the moment. There's a temporary crossover here, which is why they closed off this section of the road and basically unearthed it, because it's only single track, and there was no junction here before. As you can see, they moved it. That used to just go this way, and now they sort of closed it off, which is really weird. Which means there's capacity problems, which is why the whole layout of the Metrolink is completely changed. There's only one. They've removed a lot of the scaffolding over the Met line now. They haven't actually started making bubbles, they're just preparing the car park area. It's taking so long. Yeah. They seem to be working, though obviously not on Sunday. And now we pass through Victoria. Manchester's second biggest station. Okay, so my first failed shot of the day. I did not catch Victoria. Oh well. We'll see her 3 more times throughout the journey, so that's 3 other opportunities to get a picture. Again, next up is Munsell. There's the railway line over there. Bye. So we now separate from the main line into the tunnel. In just a moment. I'm probably going to do like a director's cut, so I'm going to upload 2 videos. A short version, which is all the important scenes, and a long version, which pretty much incorporates all of the scenes, apart from the ones that were just weird and don't belong in it at all. So we now pass through the tunnel, under the main line, and we unearth at Queen's Road Depot, where we will separate from the Berry line, and we can see Queen's Road from a whole new angle. From that point on, we explore unexplored territories. In other words, I've never been to this part before. From Queen's Road. Because at the moment, we're still on the bit I go on every day, as I come down from Munsell. And we have stopped. Why have we stopped? The lines are banked here. We are between two teleports. We're just by the junction. We're just about to separate from the green line. Yes. We're still with the green line. We haven't separated just yet. There. If you look carefully, maybe. No, because bushes are in the way. Very, very careful. You can see Queen's Road. I'll film again when we start moving. So now we are moving again after passing another Piccadilly tram, which is completely baffling me. There's Queen's Road Depot, which is sort of a banana shape. These 1 tips over there. Is that my phone? No, I don't think so. Check. Nope. So now we separate from the Berry line, which heads down to Queen's Road Stop and Depot down there. We also have our own tributaries, and here's yet another viaduct. We're actually travelling on quite a large one now. Big viaduct. Again, this section is disused until we join the ex-Rochdale railway line at Failsworth. And there's our tributary to the depot. It's complicated. So basically, it used to be a railway line. The Oldham Loop used to go from Failsworth to Rochdale, which goes sort of like this. But we've gone like this, up with the Berry line, then down this disused railway, which leads to Failsworth. So this section, like the Didsbury line, was abandoned and is now given a new life. Transport for Greater Manchester and their ambitious Metrolink project, which we are exploring today. And there's Munsell, so I'm going to have to cut and snap. And yet another quick interval just to explain what's going on with the Rochdale line. So here is the original railway line. Sorry, I meant Newton Heath and Moston, not Failsworth. So this is the original line from Victoria. This bit's abandoned. There's Queen's Road, and then up till here, which is Newton Heath and Moston, where this is the Rochdale main line, which is still operated by National Rail, and this was operated by National Rail up till 2006. Now, the line was closed the line was literally falling apart, and National Rail did not want to keep it anymore because it was literally completely falling apart and rubbish. So they probably would have disused it, but Transport for Greater Manchester had a better idea. So what they've done is they've taken the Rochdale line still follows the Berry line up here instead of going this way. but follows this little path here, which rejoins the main line here at Newton Heath and Moston. And this here is a disused railway. And also the viaduct that you saw before, it's not another disused railway, it's just a road. It's this one here that my mouse pointer is. So I hope that cleared up again. I hope that cleared up a bit of confusion. And here's Central Park, which is actually outside of the police station, but it's famous as it is quite amazing they've made here. It's like the Manchester version of Canary Wharf. It's a very ambitious architectural design. Yep. My bad, it's not Failsworth, it's Newton Heath and Moston Failsworth State Rock. So here is the railway line, and that branch leads off to Rochdale, and this side is the Oldham Loop, which used to be railway and now is Metrolink. So the abandoned railway joins it here, and then we go on to the railway that was closed in 2006 for the purpose of being remade into Metrolink, as it was in very bad condition. So once again we travel by the railway line in this abandoned freight depot. Actually no, it's not abandoned, this is where they keep some paces and stuff. Ooh, how lovely. Paces, that's a that's just a sprinter and another pacer and a super sprinter. Never seen one of those before. Right, one a particular class. Oh yes, this is like a Norman depot. All the ugly trains. There's another sprinter. And those of you who haven't noticed, for some weird reason, we are on this side of the track. We were on the right side of the track. How did that happen? Now I am really confused. You're on the right side of the track, and I don't see any Newton Heath and Moston platform for the left side. So I'm dead confused. There's a freight depot. I will have to do further research on that. Where's the southbound platform for Newton Heath and Moston? Maybe they both use this line. You're right. Yeah, well, I'm right. I think we go back to the picture. It should say Trams to Rochdale and East because that line is freight only. Metrolink only use this side of the line in this section. Right, that explains it. So that was a two-way platform. Something you don't see very often. That. Oh, it's me and Zach. My newborn baby cousin. Well, newborn, he's 4 months now. He's so cute. Bye. And time for yet another interval. No, sorry. So here I've made a sort of map of the layout. So on the right, because there's a freight depot which is on the line, and Metrolink, because it's separate from the freight, because freight work with Network Rail, so they've had to sort of share it out. So on the right, the bottom track is freight only, and the top track is Metrolink only, and that's why there's a bi-directional platform there. Then as you can see, there's the freight depot, and then the red barrier indicates that the freight trains can't go any further. Then to the left of the red barrier there's a crossover, and the trams cross over to the left. The line on the right continues up to the big depot at Newton Heath and Moston, where it goes normal again. So once again, I wonder how many more of these I'm going to have to do. This is turning out to be a very confusing journey. Bye. So now at Hollywood, there's that straight pit track where we go quite fast, 50 miles an hour. There's what I like to call the Oldham Line, which is yet another Ferris wheel. So we've been to both Central Park and Hollywood, and we're still in Manchester. Technically that is Hollywood, not Hollywood, but still, it's quite funny. It's just like some American named the places, gave the names for these places. And now we approach South Chadderton. We just crossed over the M60. Head down, and here's South Chadderton. And now we enter the light rail sector, and there is what was very recently the temporary Oldham Mumps branch. I just remember Westwood is in Oldham Town Centre, so that bit is now disused, but they're still taking all the pylons down and everything. So now we are in light rail again in Oldham Town Centre, which this one is the newest section of the Metrolink at the moment. It's newer than the Ashton line, and that's pretty new. So this is all opened very, very recently. As you can see, it's unfenced and fenced. It's light rail, which means trams have to travel a lot slower. So we haven't actually entered actual light rail just yet. And there's Westwood. So we're now leaving Westwood. And there we are, we're now in light rail, as you can see. Oh no, now we're out again. So what's the point in this? Goodness knows. There's actually a pavement there. And what's with the extra rail? That's pretty random. There's just like randomly an extra rail there. God knows why. There's some not so new modern office block. And again we're in light rail now. That's under the roundabout. Oh no, across the roundabout. What's this? It's a motorway. No, it's dual carriageway or something. Interesting. So this is Oldham Town Centre. Impressive. Hold that light rail for long. Here, I believe, is Oldham King Street. Bye. What does that look like? Yeah, looks like one of those old abandoned cinemas. So now we're at light rail again. They've converted this street entirely to light rail. It's like the experience of a car or a bus. We travel by the houses and the shops and the insurance things. And here's Oldham Central, I think. No? Yes. Bye. And now we have mixed traffic, which is basically where like road cars can run on the tram tracks, which is quite interesting. It also means that we can get stuck in a traffic jam. Probably have priority or something. So you can see, like, it's basically they travel on the track. The track is also the lane. Really weird, actually. They have these in Eccles as well. It's a very good way to make modern light rail in areas you don't want to expand roads because you don't want to knock down any buildings. There's the disused railway there, and the temporary Oldham Mump stop, and here's the new Oldham Mump stop. Bye. So now I've left Oldham Mumps, and you know what was still in mixed traffic, though just with buses this time. How weird is that? The tram passes the bus stop, the bus passes the tram stop, or however it works. It is weird. Hey, it's cheap, you don't have to expand the roads. And it's certainly very interesting. So now back onto heavy rail. And we'll be joining the original heavy rail running line just in a moment. They closed Oldham and Werner. It's also on the heavy rail running line, but they made a diversion, which opened very recently. So yeah, we're back onto the old heavy rail line now, and here's Durka. And suddenly the atmosphere changes. Minutes after we leave Durka and Oldham Town Centre, it suddenly looks like we're in the middle of the countryside. How weird is that? We're still on the city tram, and we've still got a while to go before getting to Rochdale. And then we pass Shore and Crompton, which has an extra platform, which will be where the Manchester Airport bound services terminate, as they only go as far as Shore and Crompton and not all the way to Rochdale. I don't know why. I don't. So it's actually it's Metrolink's first 3-platform station, and Victoria is soon to become the second. See it there? They don't actually use it at the moment. Here's Shore and Crompton. And we are now leaving Newbold, so the next station is Rochdale Railway Station, where this line currently terminates. That was Newbold. So the line will soon be extended to Rochdale Town Centre, which is one stop more. We're going to get off, take a look around and have some fresh air. Because we've actually been on this tram for about 1.5 hours. A bit more, 1 3/4. Time flies when you're having fun. And I certainly am. And there's a disused line there, that's interesting. Of course that links up, that was what originally linked up with the railway line, and now they built a flyover. Wow, we're high up. Look at us, we're at the top of the world. What's that? And you know what, this is single track. Why the hell are we at single track? That's weird. There's a disused line there. So there's the Rochdale main line, which we saw before at Victoria. And this is now the only place it goes, so it's actually the same line. Because the other 2 lines it led to, Bury and Oldham, were both converted to Metrolink. And we're at the end of the Rochdale loop. The tram just continues a little bit further until we reach Rochdale railway station. So this is Rochdale. Not the most picturesque town I've ever seen. However, is the station an impressive one? Only one way to find out. No. No, it isn't. The other question is, where's the stop? Yes? What?
How can I?
Single track, this is really weird. So here is Rochdale Town Centre, and that, I believe, is where we're headed. Ooh, that's going to be a sharp turn. Ah, there's Rochdale Railway Station. And there's actual Rochdale Railway Station, which isn't a particularly nice station at all. So we're separated now, back onto double track.
Do we have to get off?
Yeah, let's have some fresh air. Bye. Oh, welcome back. Here we are at Rochdale Railway Station. It's fine, it's leaving, it's got 4 minutes. Chill out. There's the line which will extend to Rochdale Town Centre bus station. And just to satisfy Mum, we're going to get back on the tram now. So I'm not going to do any more filming for a while, because we're basically, going back right where we came from, all the way back down to Shoot Hill for about an hour, and then we will explore the Berry Line. Bye. Hello and welcome back. We've just left Victoria again, and we're going to change at Shoot Hill and then go up the Berry Line. So my quick break is over. There's the old co-op building, and we're about to cross over onto the left side of the track in just a minute. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here we are again at Queen's Road. So we got back on this ferry tram at Shoot Hill. The announcement's bounced again, as it did a couple of days ago. I'll explain that in the interval. So there's the junction there we went before towards Rochdale, and here's Queen's Road Depot, which is the second end depot. And there is the weirdest tram ever. It's got the basic livery, but the circles are missing. Now, how weird is that tram? We're approaching Queen's Road stop. Bye. And we are now passing Woodlands Road, Metrolink's other abandoned station. The next stop is Abraham Morris. Hello and welcome back. Here we are at Crossall, probably the station I use the most as I see in my school. And the next stop is Balca Vale. So I've been up north of Crossall a couple of times to Prestwich, but I've never been north of Prestwich. So, bye. Hello, welcome back. We're now leaving Prestwich. So we are entering areas right, unknown territory. Thank you, Mum. So funnily enough, Mum's probably never travelled on this line at all. And you've probably never travelled on this line at all. So this is all unfamiliar territory. So head down, there's some allotments down there. And the next stop is Betters of the Barn, which I think is the only Metrolink stop to be abbreviated. See there's Betters O-O''TH barn. That's because that's the name of the place, which is apostrophe. Odd name for the place, Betters of the Barn. There, I think, is the M60, yes it is. there's the junction we normally get off to see Grandma. And here's Bessie's at the bottom. Ooh, what's this? Alright, it looks like a waiting room. It's an item platform. It's actually quite a pretty station, Bessie's. It's an island platform. Quite interesting. Next up is Whitefield. The ferry line isn't actually that long compared to the Rochdale line. It goes pretty north, but it pretty much stays within suburbs. While as with the Rochdale line, it's a bit between Durka, which is like in the middle of Oldham town centre, and Shore and Crumpton, which looks like it's in the middle of the countryside. We're now in the county of Bury, I'm pretty sure. I think, yeah, Prestwich is already in Bury. Bye. And welcome back. We're now leaving Radcliffe. The next stop is Bury, where the service terminates. Radcliffe has a massive car park, but it seems that no one ever uses it. Either that or it's just empty on Sunday. It's probably the case. Lots of old Victorian houses here, but we're quite high up. It's very elevated ground, as you can see there. It's starting to flatten out. And yes, so it is a bit in the middle of nowhere now, suddenly. In the countryside, that little bit between Radcliffe and Bury. Radcliffe looks like one of those very out of way but large towns. But there's still Bury town centre. And then after that, the line extends into the Pennines. The Bury line also used to be a railway line, but it used to extend all the way to, how do you pronounce it? Rottenstall, I think. As it turns out it's pronounced. I always thought it was Rowenstall. I'll just call it Rottenstall. And there's now a heritage railway that runs between Rottenstall and Hayward, which is on another slightly different abandoned track that is between Bury and Castleton, which is on the Rochdale to Victoria railway line. Hayward's about halfway through. So just before we arrive at Victoria, the Heritage Railway line actually passes over us. It's where this line used to terminate at Bury Bolton Street. When the Metrolink came, it's before the Metrolink, they moved it. They shifted the end slightly to Bury Interchange, where there are also interchanges with the buses. And the abandoned line goes on over that new line and joins the old Bury line at a junction here. I'll try and draw a map in an interval just to explain that to you. Basically, pass under a heritage railway, and there is the abandoned junction. Which actually has a fascinating collection of old carriages, diesels, Deltics, all sorts. Over there. Yeah, you've seen them. Just do a quick pause for you to go and look at the map. So it's time for another interval. Here is a map of the surrounding area I've made using paint. Just a second, Dad! So the black line is the Metrolink that goes from Manchester to Bury Interchange. Now, the line, as you can see, used to extend to Rottenstall via Bury Bolton Street. That bit of the line got axed by beaching, so it only went as far as Bury Bolton Street. Then in the 1990s, I think, or 1980s, I'm not sure exactly, but before the Metrolink, yeah, so 70s or 80s, they redirected the line to Bury Interchange. So that bit between Bury Bolton Street and Manchester also got abandoned. Bury Bolton Street and the junction also got abandoned. As you can see, the junction there is in red. Then Heritage Railway opened between Rawtenstall and Bury Bolton Street, which also went down another branch line that it connected to that went to Haywood, that also connected to the National Railway line at Castleton, which is between Victoria and Rochdale. Though at the moment the Heritage Railway runs between Rawtenstall and Haywood via Bury Bolton Street. Though they want to extend it to Castleton, though they need to refurbish the line. And that's why you pass under the Heritage Railway, as you can see where the black and blue lines intersect. And the red bit on the left is where all the abandoned carriages are kept, because that bit of line is abandoned, and it was also used to store lots of old rolling stock. So I hope that explains a bit. Thank you. I hope that makes it clearer. So, there is the Heritage Railway, I think. Yep, that's it. So that's the steam line above us. Over there. Oh, you know what? No, that's a road actually. There. Okay. Hello and welcome back. We're at Piccadilly Gardens now, which is weird because this is the same tram from Bury. I'll explain in a moment, but I need to take a snapshot. No, Piccadilly. Right, so I'll just explain. Really weirdly, there's been like 6 different trams to Piccadilly on the Bury line, even though there are not supposed to be any. It baffles me. So we've just skipped out St. Peter's Square and we're getting off at Piccadilly, having sushi and then hopping on to the next Ashton tram. When we get to Ashton Terminus, we will swap Mum for Dad, as they're doing half shifts. It's quite funny. It's like all on the David Met thing shift. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here we are at Piccadilly. Piccadilly, we're going to go up, get some sushi, and then come down and pop onto the next Ashton tram. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here we are at Piccadilly. We've just had sushi and the next Altrincham tram is in 9 minutes. Journey time actually is 35.
This is the day when you are these trams.
So just to recount what we've done so far and what is still up. So we've gone from East Didsbury up to Rochdale, down to Shoot Hill, up to Bury, down to Piccadilly in a service that doesn't make sense at all. It's ridiculous, doesn't make any sense. Because there's no connection here, you see? No connection, so how can a tram possibly go like this? Because the line's not in use because of the Victoria thing. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, but still. Oh yeah, we found out it looks like it's different on Sunday. Somehow. But that still didn't explain the one me and Duncan got a while back. So now we're going from Piccadilly to Ashton, then Ashton up to Eccles up there, and yes, I'm not tall enough to reach, like I said in the intro video. Down here to Cornbrook, down to Altrincham, up again to Cornbrook, and down to East Didsbury. It'll probably be about 6 at night by then. It's 1:45 now, which means call it 9:40 when we started. 9:40, 10:40, 11:40, 12:40, 1:40. So we've been at this for 4 hours. Back going. Still, the excitement is still there. Nothing's gone stale just yet. And again, all new, unfamiliar territory, as I've never been anywhere further than Piccadilly on the Ashton line before. Bye. Here is our Ashton bound tram approaching Piccadilly now. Board it. Again, we'll be entering completely unfamiliar territory, as I've never been past Piccadilly on the Ashton line. Ooh, it's crowded. Those are the people who are getting off here. Bye. So here is the east side of Piccadilly, which I've never seen before. There's an interesting sort of like red tower structure there. I don't know what it's for. So we're outside once again. Out of the undergrowth. And there's the main line over there, which is an excellent place for train spotting, as there are tons of different train operators working in and out. Including my favourite, Virgin Pendolinos. We head into a tunnel now, and then out again at New Islington. At the moment this seems to be heavy rail. But no, this is actually light rail here. So you can see it's unfenced. Here's New Islington. Here we are at New Islington. There are some interesting buildings there. And the next stop is Holt Town. So we're in light rail. We're actually on the east side of the Manchester, sort of like the boundary of the city centre, which is generally much more light and breezy than the south or the north side that I know. And I don't know much about the west side either. But look, it's much more modern flats. It's generally much more open, spaced out, much more airy. Sort of that summery feel, except there's no sun, and it's March. I think this is mixed traffic again, yeah. Otherwise, why would you have double yellow lines for a tram? Yeah, mixed traffic. Which means, once again, there's a possibility of being stuck in traffic. Yeah, there's cars. Which would be a bit of a pain. Oh! What do you know? And there's my phone storage, which means I'm not going to be able to do much videos until we get to Ashton. Here's Holt Town. So we've now left Holt Town and are approaching Etihad Campus, one of the Metrolink's 2 football stops. We enter East Manchester's famous sports city. Luckily for us, Etihad Campus is going to be fairly quiet today. Unluckily for us, there's a match at Old Trafford tonight, United versus City, which is going to cause some serious problems, i.e. hello and welcome back, squashed up against all these people.
You should do that first, I would suggest, before the match starts.
Well, who knows? Here's Etihad Campus. So here we are in Sports City. I remember I was here before in a training match for Sports Day, and we escaped halfway through it because me and Joe got really bored, and we did some tram spotting, and then we were caught and sent back to the training field. Ugh, I hate Sports Day. Anyway, so the sports madness continues. We're heading this sort of I don't know what it's called, but basically like down there. Yes, it's subsurface. And the next stop is Velo Park, which I believe is where I know you're probably dead sick of intervals now, but my phone ran out of space just after Etihad Campus. Ashton underline. Me and my mum and my dad swapped positions. My dad brought with him new batteries and an SD card, so I went back to my camera. Also, in all the commotion, I forgot to take a picture of Ashton underline. So that's the one out of all 69 that I had to do, that I had to find a picture of online, which is a pain. And also, I took pictures of the stops between Ashton and Velo Park backwards, but I've inserted them in the right direction here, though they were taken later, and that's why there's no video scenes here. The video scenes will come after Ashton underline. So yeah, bye. Hello and welcome back. We're now on the way back from Ashton underline, and I realised I screwed up and didn't manage to take a picture of Ashton because Dad just gave me a SD card now. So I'm back on my camera now with a clean SD card, so I shouldn't run out this time. And basically I have to do backwards where we went from Ashton Etihad campus, because my phone was out the whole time. We'll have to get a picture of Ashton online, which is a bit shameful, but I went there. Bye. So here we are, we just left Ashton West, and we're about to cross the motorway, and now we have Dad with us. So yeah, once again, apologies that we didn't get my own snapshot of Ashton. I will find a good one online. No issues. The challenge was to go there, and I went there. My bottom lip is badly chapped and it's bleeding. I think it's not nice. So yeah, over this roundabout and then we cross the motorway. Fine. So we are now crossing the motorway. Oh, it's good, apart from my lip. Let's stop going on about that now because it's really depressing. So next stop is Ashton West. No, Ashton Moss. We already went past Ashton West. I didn't get a snapshot of it then. Bye. So we're now leaving Ashton West and we're back in the area where you can notice that around Ashton everything seems to be painted blue. Now notice the electric holder things, the street lights, the signs, they're blue apart from the bus stops where they're normally grey, and if you go around Droylsden they're all red. Something interesting. I don't know why, is it a particular theme or something? God knows. So yeah, the next stop is Bordenshaw. Bye. And now here at Droylsden, the poles and everything are red. How is that? All is good. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here we are. We've entered back into Manchester now, and we're at Velo Park, which means we're on the edge of Sports City. And it was at this point, I think, when my phone ran out of space. So I keep on filming till we get to Etihad campus, and then at that point, that's all done. So, bye. And here we are at Velo Park. So this was the point where we're back up to date, so I can take a break until Pomona and also get off at Piccadilly and get myself some late lunch dish thing, whatever. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here's my sandwich, here's Dad, and here's a very Victoria Tram, which is not ours. The next one is there's Altrincham, literally right behind it, and after that is Eccles via Media City UK, which is ours. So we go to Eccles, then up to Cornbrook down to Altrincham, up to Cornbrook again, no,
Want to change
Trafford
down
Bar.
the Altrincham?
Huh?
Change
No,
down the Altrincham?
let's do Eccles. Then down to East Didsbury, where this tram trip will terminate. Bye. Hello and welcome back. We're now separated from the Altrincham East Didsbury main line that we were at before, and we're heading off on our own, a little group here, to Eccles via Media City UK. Dad was asking the guy, excuse me, does this tram go via Media City UK? He said yes, because it says.
Calm down and leave it.
It's like, it might not go via Media City, it might just stop at Harbour City and have to walk at Media City UK. I'm like, no, it goes via Media City UK, that's why it says via Media City UK. And now we're approaching Pomona Docks at Salford Quays. And I'm having my lunch. Bye. Hello and welcome back. We've now left Pomona. There, back there was the extra transfer, an extension to Trafford Centre that could go down there. Nothing worse than that at the moment. So now heading down from the viaduct. Across the Manchester Ship Canal and entered Salford. So now in Salford, near the quays. And the next stop is Extreme Quay. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here we are at Salford Quays. That's in the place. And we just left Salford Quays station. I'm not far off Media City UK now, which we will be seeing. Won't we, Dad? It does say via Media City UK. It goes by Media City UK. And Dad's like, oh no, you're probably right, but there is a 10% chance that you are wrong. And I'm like, no, there isn't. The next stop is Anchorage, and we're heading back up sort of light and heavy rail. Weird. Who knows? Okay, now it's heavy. Sort of very dressed up as light rail. And this little bridge thing. I don't know where we are. There's Anchorage down there. Bye. As you can see, the next stop is Media City UK, but there's Dad scratching his head, still wondering whether or not this tram will be going there. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here's the junction. There's Broadway over there. I think that's Broadway, yeah. And we're on the little branchway that heads to a very special place. It's called Media City UK, and we will definitely be stopping there. So, this is the home of the BBC and numerous other film studios. Also, it's the closest stop to the Lowry, which is right over there, and the Imperial War Museum, though that might gain its own stop as part of the Trafford Centre extension, as it is on the other side of the river. So it looks like a terminus, but it's actually just a reverse station, and we went here before with Ethan, so we didn't actually go on a tram here, we just came here. And if you remember, that time there was a tram to Eccles, there was a tram to Droylsden, weirdly enough. I think that was the first time I ever saw them use those boards.
This is a service to Eccles.
The next stop will be Broadway. Hello, welcome back. Here we are, just leaving Media City UK and approaching the junction, which will take us back onto the actual line. And the next stop is Broadway, as I've already said. And no, And yes, that means you have been to Central Park, Hollywood, and Broadway, and we're still in Manchester. Yeah. Clearly some Americans thought of the names for a few of these Metrolink stops, or the places they're in. There's a gap between the tracks here. And for the next bit, it will be mixed traffic again. Bye. Hello, welcome back. Here we are at Broadway, and there's Dad, who still can't remember being to Media City UK at all today. Wonder why. So the next stop is Langworthy. And now we enter the mixed traffic section. I'm zoomed in, so I'm just going to cut for a second. Hello, and welcome back. So here we are. This is now mixed traffic, as you can see there. We're actually going quite fast. Mixed traffic seems to be an excuse to go fast because cars go fast. Trams actually have a top speed of 50 miles per hour. Travelling near that speed now. It's weird. Then there are no cars around. If there were cars around, we would have to slow down. Right? We can get stuck in traffic. Like we are there. There's a car there. But we are turning left. We have to activate the indicators, and there's Langworthy. And there's Dad, who still doesn't remember being to Media City UK at all. Bye. Hello, welcome back. Here we are approaching West, and we will pass an interesting phenomenon, part of the original tramway here. I found it in a Google image called Old Meets New, and I think it is just down that road there. Oh, you know what? They've gone over it. Or maybe it's on one of these roads. You can look out. Down there, maybe? I don't know. So here's we still have to cut and come back. Bye. Hello, welcome back. So we just left West, and here we're on the lookout for those old tram tracks. Maybe they're down this road. If they're not down this road, then I should give up looking for them. And yep, there they are. Tram tracks. Nice. Is that chewing gum? No. And the next stop is Ladywell. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here we are at Ladywell. Snapshot of that. And the next stop is Eccles, which isn't counted as rail interchange, but it's literally right next to Eccles railway station, which is on the Chat Moss route, which has recently been electrified, and for that reason is why we now have class 350. I now take a class 350 home instead of a class 185. Class 350s are like those amazing new electric trains. Again, you can read about them in my blog. Basically, the first day I was with my friend and I discovered them. And basically, I was just coming home. I was expecting 185, and I came home platform 13, and bam, right in front of me is a class 350. Much more modern, luxurious. They're fantastic trains, really are. And it's all thanks to the electrification of the Chat Moss route. Thank you, Chat Moss. And here is Eccles. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here we are at Eccles. I think we've got 5 minutes until this tram leaves. We'll be catching on and getting off at Cornbrook. Eccles interchange. There's the bus, and the railway station isn't far away. It's actually single track here.
Morrison's, you want another sandwich? Did Verona get one? Morrison's?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. Fish and chips?
I'm pretty satisfied. And again, that thing I don't like about the Metrolink is that the terminus, the termini are never like, there's nothing special. It's just the track literally ends. I find it quite annoying. Huh? No, there's the track itself. It just ends.
Oh, what do you want? Oh, they're going at 50 miles an hour, is it?
Yeah, but no buffers or anything. It just looks a bit weird. Yeah, but it just looks weird how it's just like that. Never mind. There's our tram. Hello, welcome back. Here we are at Cornbrook. We've just alighted from our Ashton tram. The next Ultram tram is in 9 minutes. Dad's just going to go check if there's a toilet. Probably isn't. So here is Cornbrook, which is interesting. Train spotting as well. That is the Urmston line, which carries northern trains, though they're all diesel, which is odd because it's an electrified line. Or they might send 3 to 3. Actually, I don't recall seeing a 3 to 3 on platform 14 once, which baffled me. Normally the trains down here are all diesel, electric 3 to 3s. Yeah, God knows. It's just northern and there's Metrolink here. It's not particularly interesting, but still, it's an interesting point. There's signal boxes, signal box over there as well, and the way down the rail, the trains don't actually stop here. So yeah, Cornbrook is made as an ideal interchange point between the Metrolink lines. It's spacey, and pretty much no one would want to get on and off here, as in to leave the station, because it's literally in the middle of nowhere. There is an exit obviously, but it's very rarely used. It's just used mostly as a meeting point. I'll show you where we are. Here's the ticket. There's a map on the ticket machine. So we're here at Cornbrook. So far we've gone from East Didsbury up to Rochdale, and back down to Shoot Hill, then to Bury, then we should have gone from St. Peter's Square, but weirdly we had a Piccadilly tram. Makes sense. So yeah, this was Sunday to Ashton, then we went up to Eccles, where we've just been, back down down to Altrincham, back up to Trafford Bar, and then down to East Didsbury again, where our tram ride alternative.
Passengers travelling towards Bury. There are no direct services to Bury. Will you probably stop today? Passengers can board a Piccadilly bound service and change over for a Bury service.
So yeah, on Sundays it's different.
This is Metrolink, the passenger
Yeah, that's the Victoria thing.
announcement.
So today,
Customers wishing to travel by Metrolink to
instead the
Victoria
green
Station
line,
and
there's
by
no
the
green
Victoria
line.
stop is
It's
closed for redevelopment.
green line.
Passengers should
Say with the
advise
north and the
that
blue
Shoot
line
Hill
goes
stop
Piccadilly.
and make a short walk to Victoria, which are the sirens.
There you go, there is our answer. That still doesn't explain that one Piccadilly tram me and my friend had on Monday. That just doesn't make sense. Oh well. So yeah, waiting at Cornbrook. Bye. Hello, welcome back. Here is our Ultram tram at Cornbrook.
How do I stop it? It's dialing. N4. Good.
Goodbye. Oh yeah, and this is also for my first Transcontinental Express, as we saw one before. Bye. And so now we separate from the East line, travelling down here. So we're now heading away from, there's the Essex line over there, heading away from the railway line. And we already left the other branch of the Eccles up when we came down. So we saw there's a road. So we're on our way to Old Trafford Depot and Trafford Bar Stop. Trafford Bar Stop first, obviously. Then we separate with the East Didsbury line. Depot, then this line which I do all the pictures on, then after that we go back up to Trafford Bar, and then down to East Didsbury. Tired now. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here's Old Trafford Depot from the Ultram point of view. Right to the end there is the East Didsbury and Eccles line. old traffic depots. I'm rubbing my sign here. Pop sounds. Approaching Old Trafford, which is outside the cricket ground, and it's also at the moment the football stadium's closest stop. Although Old Trafford's football stadium will also get its own stop as part of the Trafford Centre extension. Hello and welcome back. We're now in unfamiliar territory again. Actually, no, I have been here before. You know what? When we went from Sale to Old Trafford before match. Okay, but I definitely don't remember because that was a very long time ago. I went to my first and last football match and I hated it. Personally, I hate football. On our way down to Stretford. Once again we're at speed and once again we're on the next railway line. Because the line continues way after Altrincham, to get trains further than there, they actually reopened a disused railway that passes over Cheadle. And the trains now run there, which joins at Navigation Road. And once again we enter single track on that section, just like we did the freighter line at Newton Heath and Moston. But when they reopened the line, they never reopened any of the stations, which was a pain for Cheadle people, otherwise they could take the train to Cheadle. Though it would take considerably longer and it's a horrible old-paced train anyway, so it might not even be worth it. At the moment the service is in Chester via Altrincham. And here is Stretford Station. Bye. And we are now leaving Stretford. Hello, welcome back. We just passed the River Mersey and Sale Water Park, which is where we again run close to the airport line, but unfortunately my camera ran out of battery. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here we are at Sale, which I remember quite clearly is actually quite a beautiful station with a lovely overhang there, very Victorian, very nice. So now we're in unknown territory and we're on our way to Altrincham. The next stop will be Brooklands. Bye. Hello, welcome back. Here we are at Brooklands, which is also quite a pretty station. The same style as Sale, unfortunately this side of it is slightly less attractive. So the next stop is Timperley. On our way there. So we're really reaching the end of our trip now. Then Navigation Road Altrincham, then we'll have visited every single stop. But we'll still head back to Tram line down to Stidsbury, which is my local stop, and that's where Mum stops. So 3 more stops, and then we're at the end. Again, we'll probably take a breather when we get to Altrincham, as we normally do when we get to Altrincham stops. Bye. Hello and welcome back. So we've just left Timperley, and the next one is Navigation Road, which is a rail interchange. So we will keep a lookout for the disused railway, Cheadle, which will join us at Altrincham Junction, where another line will head off that way, which is abandoned line A, which joins at Glazebrook, and abandoned line B, which heads straight to Warrington by Massey, which used to have its own railway station before it was closed by the Beeching Axe.
Wow. You haven't actually played last night. That's good for us. Bye.
And yes, you've guessed it, it's time for another interval. So I'll try and make this quick. As you can see, the yellow line on this map is the Metrolink that runs between Manchester and Altrincham, which used to be a railway line. However, the railway line continues all the way to Chester, but GMPT at the time didn't want to run Metrolink services to Chester, which is understandable, so they only went as far as Altrincham. Now, Network Rail wanted to continue the service to Chester. So what they did, as you can see, there's 3 disused railways spanning the junction. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. the two on the left are in red, the one on the right is in blue. Because what Network Rail have actually done is they've reopened a disused line, well it was British Rail at the time, and sent trains down that line to join the Metrolink line just north of Altrincham. There's also two other disused lines on the left, and that's what make up Altrincham Junction. However, that creates a interchange with a rail interchange at both Altrincham and Navigation Road. So the Metrolink and Network Rail have to share it, and you will see how they've done that. Bye. And this whole time I didn't notice that there's an extra track there. Wonder where that came from. Now approaching Navigation Road, I think that might... oh, I don't know what that is. Probably just a footpath bridge or something. And the extra track is cleared, as is this one. And everything there it is. There's the junction over there. The abandoned line A and B in that direction. And now here is Navigation Road. Stop that. Approaching. I think the line to our left is Northern, and the right line, this right line is Metrolink. Not 100% sure. Yeah, look, that side's Navigation Road, operated by Northern, slightly less well kept platform, and here's operated by Metrolink. How funny is that? Northern, Metrolink. Interesting arrangement.
This is a service to Altrincham. The next stop will be Altrincham.
And obviously the Metrolink stop is much better kept than the Northern operated stop. The next stop is Altrincham, where this service terminates. And god damn it, I didn't take a snapshot of Navigation Road. Never mind, we'll get it on the way back. Whew.
I've just seen it on the map.
Yeah. Altrincham next stop. Bye. So yeah, just to tell you, I forgot to do Navigation Road, so I did it on the way back, but I've just inserted it here. Bye. Hello, welcome back. After Navigation Road, we split back into 4 tracks here, so the Metrolink to there, and we approach Altrincham Interchange, which was constructed and upgraded as part of the Metrolink Phase 1 when it was originally built. And we will be alighting, getting some fresh air, and then hopping back onto this tram. We will also get a snapshot of Navigation Road, as I forgot to do that earlier. So there's the National Rail line and the Metrolink line. Bye. Hello, welcome back. Here we are at Altrincham. That platform is actually shared, so you've got the Northern sign facing that way and the Metrolink sign facing this way. It's sort of alternating. That's diesel work line there. And let's get out and get some fresh air. Bye. Hello, welcome back. Here we are at Altrincham Terminus. Come back up the tram here. You can take a look around, though we don't really have time to actually go out, but you can see there's the southbound Northern platform, the northbound Northern platform, the southbound Metrolink platform, and we're on the, actually it's terminating Metrolink platforms, both of them. And yeah, again, same style as we saw before as Sale and Brooklands, very, very pretty. Victorian and lovely.
This is a service to Piccadilly.
And then there's the northern side of the track,
Will be Navigation Road.
which obviously isn't anywhere near as nice.
The next stop will be Navigation Road.
We heard you the first time.
This is a service to Piccadilly. The next stop will be Navigation Road.
Yes, Met, we heard you the first time. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Here we are at Trafford Bar. Haha, that rhymed. there's our Piccadilly bound tram that we were on just a second ago, and we got off. We have to cross the tracks and catch the next East Didsbury tram, which is in 15 minutes. That's not very good. Dear oh dear. We've got 15 minutes. Just plenty of time to take a look around Trafford Bar, and it's
Not much to see in Trafford Bar.
no.
Pub over there, if I remember rightly.
Funnily enough, this station used to be called Old Trafford, and what's now Old Trafford was Warwick Road or something,
Yeah.
and they changed it when...
Too confusing because the football's on Old Trafford. You need
Exactly.
that one. Everybody used to get off at Old Trafford. It
Yeah.
was obviously the wrong one.
And why is it called Trafford Bar in particular? What makes it Trafford Bar?
It's Trafford's not. Trafford Bar, you know.
Why
Don't
bar?
Don't know. Probably some geographical feature.
Well, maybe it's because of that pub you just told us about. The Tollgate.
Get in there.
Well, there's no actual in-station crossing. You have to go by the road, like
No in-station.
in Heald Green.
Exactly, I think it probably was once upon a time. This
In-
is probably a station once upon a time.
This is a station.
Yeah, not anymore.
Oh, it's in like a station building.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely. You can tell. You see, Metrolink don't actually need a building, ticketing hall or anything, because they have automatic ticket machines on the platforms. If we go down here, there's a Rochdale via Oldham tram, which has come from East Didsbury. So 13 odd minutes before ours comes. So, we have officially visited every stop on the Metrolink network, and we will be doing a quick interview when we get home. And that'll finish off this episode. That's going on YouTube, but the David's Life episode that this is also going on continues until next term holidays. So, it's cold outside, really cold. Bye.